那你们一位按照会那个滚儿，你们都咋对，就直接揉了。
你是啥滚儿？
就是橘色的那个滚儿。
那得写泡沫吧？
是写啥滚儿？
那些soft roller 就行。
soft roller。
我们又直播了。
这个张美，这是不是得高一点？
高点儿啊，
是吧？
高点儿，
高点吧。都拿。
小心啊！那天那个拨仙就扎手里了，特别疼，但你也找不着呢。
是，看不见呀。
可以现在。
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live show. This is Rita from Dino Technology. Okay. Today I will introduce our company for you. Okay, the contents is about four. The first one is the company introduction, and the second one is machine types and products and application. 3 is the raw materials for FRP sheet, and the fourth is the working process of the FRP sheet machine. Okay, here is our manufacturer of the Dino technology is the working shop. Okay, next I will show you is located in Qinhuangdao City, Hebei, manufacturer of FRP sheet making machine. Our machine can produce kinds of FRP sheet such as color sheet, translucent sheet, gel coat sheet, and the gutter 3.2 meter flat gel coat sheet, and the decorated sheet and the embossed sheet. Okay, I will show you some samples. Here is a special sheet with the cloth fabric in lace sheet. You can see, and this sheet is very popular in some countries such as Pakistan. And here is the gutter for collect the raining. Here is the translucent sheet, is for the lighting sheet for the warehouse. And this color FRP sheet also can produce the flat sheet. The green color FRP sheet and the gel coat sheet. You can see the two side color is different, the blue color and the gray color. And our machine also can produce the very smooth and flat FRP sheet for the truck body. It's for making sandwich panel for the skin panel. Okay, here is the design for the 3.2 meter FRP sheet and we have more than 20 years of independent research and development. And our machine has reached the domestic leading level. And you can also see we have obtained many certifications as below. And we have the many patents for this machine and our technology. The machine has been exported to many countries, such as India, Mexico, Russia, Uzbekistan, Malaysia, and Chile, and many other countries. We can see here is the pictures of our clients. Here is the Russian clients for the gutter machine. And here is the Brazil client. And you can see they are very satisfied with our machine. Here, just now is the Mexico client. And here is the client in Saudi Arabia, UAE. And for Jordan, India, Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Chile also have our machines. Okay, we attend many exhibitions in many countries, such as French, Turkey, India, and also in Shanghai, China. Okay, now is the engineer. We will install the machine for our client. If you buy our machine, our engineer will go to your factory to install the machine and give you the training guide. They will tell you how to use the machine and how to produce very high performance FRP sheet. Our engineer has many, more than 10 years experience in the FRP sheet making machine field, and they installed hundreds of machines every year, so they have rich experience. Okay, here is the working shop of our machine. You can see the FRP sheet quality is very good. We can provide you a complete solution for enterprise to produce high quality FRP sheet products. Also, we have two other companies. One is for selling FRP sheet and one is for providing raw materials. So if you have a problem to purchase the raw materials, we can also give you a best price. Okay, here is the introduction of our company. Okay, we will go to the second part. Is machine types and products and application. Okay, we have many machine types, such as FRP sheet making machine, FRP gel coat sheet making machine, FRP gutter making machine, and 3.2 meter flat gel coat panel making machine. So please tell us what kind of FRP sheet you want to produce, the maximum weight of sheet. Then we will give you best suggestion according to your request. Here is the picture of the FRP sheet making machine. It can produce FRP translucent sheet, corrugated sheet, and the color sheet, embossed sheet, flat sheet. It can produce more than 200 different profile of FRP sheet. Okay, here is some common profile of FRP sheet for your reference. Just tell us your needs, then your engineer can design most for you. Okay, we talk about so many times FRP sheet. So, what is FRP sheet? FRP sheet are composed of resin, fiberglass, film, and other fillers. Due to its good performance in lightweight, high strength, long service time is about 20 to 25 years, anti-corrosion, insulation, and soundproof. FRP sheet is widely used in the building and constructions. Okay, here are some pictures of the FRP sheet. Okay, it's the many different types of FRP sheet. For the corrugated sheet, flat sheet, and FRP sheet with different patterns. Okay, here is the application of FRP sheet. Is widely used in the animals and plants in greenhouse lighting. You can see the picture on the roofing is used the FRP sheet. And industrial and building roofs and walls, the hotel, gym, swimming hall, and the parking lot also use the FRP lighting sheet. And the want to produce the common FRP sheet. Okay, the FRP gel coat sheet making machine can produce FRP translucent sheet, color sheet, corrugated sheet, flat sheet, embossed sheet, and the gel coat sheet. The only difference compared the FRP sheet making machine is this machine can produce the gel coat sheet. Okay, what is FRP gel coat sheet? Gel coat is a kind of advanced resin being applied to spirit in the FRP sheet to improve FRP sheet's performance in anti-corrosion, anti-aging, anti-UV. In addition, the gel coat can make FRP sheet more beautiful, clean, and glossy. It can produce the sheet two different colors onto surface. So you can see the gel coat on this side is the blue color, and on the bottom is the gray color. And for the FRP gel coat sheet, is easy to clean, widely used for places with high requirements on cleanliness, such as hospitals, library, and widely used for chemical plant and cooling tower. Okay, the third type of our machine is FRP gutter making machine. It can produce the common FRP sheet, such as the FRP translucent sheet, color sheet, corrugated sheet, and flat sheet. And the only difference is it can produce the gutter. The gutter is look like this one. And you can see the application of the gutters. Okay, they is for collecting for the rain. Okay, the last type of our machine is the 3.2 meter flat gel coat panel making machine. It can produce various super flat panel for truck body, and the maximum width is 3.2 meter. It can produce this panel and is for making the sandwich panel for truck body. For the application, it can use for the motorhomes and the caravans, and it can use for the commercial vessels, buses, and refrigerated vessels, constructions, and cold rooms. Okay, here are some pictures for the panels. And the three part is the raw materials for FRP sheet. Is the unsaturated polyester resin. The content is about 66%, and e-glass is about 30%. BOPET film and the curing agent and the accelerator. Okay, here is the picture for the resin. And the viscosity is the main item. And the gel coat time is 8 to 12 minutes. Okay, the second is the fiberglass roving. We use the e-glass special for FRP sheet. And the third one is the two-way stress PET film. And we use the thickness is about 20 micrometers for the upper film, and 25 micrometer for the lower PET film. Here is the specification for the curing agent and the accelerator. Okay, so as I said before, we have a many company for selling the raw materials. So if you have problems for purchasing the raw materials, you can contact me also. We can also give you a best price. Okay, Okay, next I will show you a video for introduce our working process of the machine. Okay. Okay, let's watch the video now. Here is the metering pump for current agent. And here is the pump for resin. They can accurately metering the ratio of the resin and the current agent very accurately. So you don't need to calculate how much raw materials you need. Our pumps will calculate for you, so it's very automatically. Okay, here is the tanks for store the resin. We can see there is a motor on top of the tank. The function is for mixing the resin with fillers and color paste sometimes. Why we use fillers? Because the price is less than resin, so it can save your production cost. And also, if we add the fillers, we can produce and totally translucent FRP sheet. Okay, here is the delivery pump. Here is the fiberglass roving. So our machine can use rovings. Okay, here is the stainless steel pipes. The roving through the pipe and goes into the roving chopper. Okay, here is the lower PET film. You can see the green roller is an arched flattened roller. Sometimes we call it banana roller because the shape is like this, so it can make the film more flat, give the film a tension. So the surface of FRP sheet will more flat. Okay, for this green one is the thickness controller, and for this part, the white part, is for control the width of FRP sheet. The accuracy can reach 0.03 millimeter. So you can see the thickness control is very accurately. And here is the first place for control the thickness. And of our machine, there have three parts for three place to control the thickness. And here, this small one is the mixed impeller. The raw materials goes into this impeller, and in this impeller is also has the function of mix the raw materials. And for this one is the Teflon materials, so the resin will not hang on the wall. It's very easy for cleaning. And here is the roving chopper. It can cut the long fiberglass roving into small pieces, about 40 meters, then throw on the resin very evenly. Okay, here is the touch screen. We can set the production task on the screen, such as the thickness and the width, length of FRP sheet, and also we can see the pattern of the raw materials. So it can calculate how much raw materials you need to add by computer. It's controlled by PLC, so it's very automatically. And here is the roving chopper. Here is the electric heating platform. Okay, here is the chopped strand mat frame. You can see of our machine, you can use the rovings, and also you can use the mat. We all know the roving price is much cheaper than the mat, and if you produce the FRP sheet by manual, so you can just use mat. So for our machine can save your production cost, but sometimes we have to use mat. For example, if you want to produce very thick FRP sheet, for example, more than 2 millimeters, we need to use mat. It can improve the flatness of the sheet. So our machine also have the mat frame. And here is the crane for loading the mat. So it can save your labor cost. It's very easy for loading the mat on the frame. Okay, here is the electric heating platform. It can heat the resin and the fiberglass and let them get infiltration more better and quickly. If the infiltration is good, so it will reduce the air bubbles. If the infiltration is not good, it will have many problems, such as we can see in the FRP sheet, there are many fiberglass in the sheet. So it will affect the FRP sheet quality. So this heating platform has a very important function. And if your city is very hot, we can also turn off the heating platform, so it can reduce your production cost. Just the temperature is very low, is very cold in your workshop, so we need to turn on it. So the designation is very cost saving. we can see the resin and the fiberglass get very good infiltration. No. Okay, here is also an arched flattened roller, and the upper film goes down through these rollers. Okay, for the green roller is the thickness controller. They can control the thickness of FRP sheet, and also it can eliminate the air bubbles. This is the second place for control the thickness. And also in the touch screen, we can set the thickness. So it's the third place for control the thickness. So you can see why our machine can produce very high quality FRP sheet because we have so place to control the thickness of sheet. And now the FRP sheet goes into the heating oven. We can see the shape is like a tower. So compared with the square type, it can save the electricity on this space. So it all will also save your production cost. Okay, here is for the upper mode and the lower mode. We can see the FRP sheet is with corrugated sheet now. We have a very great designation for these mold holders because the holders is reversible. So you can put two different corrugated molds on these holders. We just turn off the holders, then we can produce different profile FRP sheet. So you don't need to stop the machine. So our designation is very good and it can reduce your production cost because if you stop the machine and then turn on the machine, it will waste a lot of raw materials. Okay, here is the second cabinet of our machine. For the heating oven, we use the hot air circulation heating. Why we use hot air circulation? Because it can heat the FRP sheet very accurately. It can control the temperature very accurately, and is circulation heating, so it can save your production cost. Okay, the door is very easy to open, so we can check the condition of the FRP sheet very easily. Okay, we can see the surface of the sheet is very beautiful now. And here is the passing bridge, so the workers can cross the machine very easily. Okay, here is the air cooling area. You can see there are big air fan to cool the FRP sheet. So like the FRP sheet has a very good curing, and it can reduce the temperature very faster because if the FRP sheet is very hot, then we put them together. It will make the FRP sheet yellow and with not very poor quality. And here is the encoder. It can count the length and give a signal to the cross-cutting. Then the cross-cutting will cross the FRP sheet length according to it. Okay, here is the dust-free cutting. Dust-free cutting. It can cut the two-side edge, and if very is no noise and is no dust. Often we use this to cut the FRP sheet under 2 mm. If the thickness is more than 2 mm, then we will use the electric cutting saw. Okay, for this part, we also have another designation for no need to cut the two-side edge. Okay, let's show you a video. Okay, you can see this device is on the heating platform, and we can see this device can folding the lower PT film. Okay, the film is folding like this. Okay, you can see the device is also for folding the PET. This device, if we use this device to produce the FRP sheet, so you don't need to cut the two sides. So it will also save your production cost, and it will also don't need so much useless edge, so it can also protect the environment. Okay, let's go on. Okay, for the useless edge, we have the rewinding device for rewind the. Here is the cross-cutting device. We can see for this cross-cutting device, we have two parts, the flat form and the cross-cutting. They can move at the same speed, so it can ensure the cutting is very straight. You can see our worker has very easy work, just need to observe the FRP sheet. Okay, for hold the production line is very automatically, just need about 4 to 6 workers, and you can see their job is very easy. Welcome you to visit our factory and buy our machine. So for today, it's time to say goodbye. We will open next live show on other time. If you like our video show, you can follow us. So bye bye. 网络挺好的吧？